Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching me, depending on your time zone. Now today, Professor Mutahi Ngunyi has made a tweet which suggests that the ODM leader Raila Odinga might be working with the One Kenya Alliance team. Again, the tweet suggests that Raila Odinga might be 2022 deep state candidate for 5 years term in the office. Then after that, hand over the mantle to the One Kenya Alliance guys. And when we talk about One Kenya Alliance, we are simply talking about Gideon, Senator Wetangula, Kalonzo, Musyoka, and Musalia Mudavadi. Girongo pia yuko huko. So, as David Mradhe had put it, and he has continuously repeated himself, that 2022 is going to be a Mandela movement. Seemingly, Professor Mutahi Ngunyi is agreeing with David Mradhe on that. So, this is exactly what Mutahi Ngunyi tweeted. Blessed Sunday to you all. Raila will play the Mandela card of statesmanship. He will run for one term and make history. Oka fellows will then take over. They can wait for 5 years. That is Professor Mutahi Ngunyi. Now, on this Punchline today, I want us to use this opportunity to give our views on how Raila Odinga, together with President Uhuru Kenyatta and the One Kenya Alliance team, might be preparing to play their politics in 2022. But before we go deep into that, you might be watching me, but you have not yet subscribed. My humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we come out with a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our returning subscribers and anyone who dropped comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, let us give this video thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, if I remember, I had told you earlier that Gideon is going to be my litmus test in One Kenya Alliance. And I said that if Gideon will stay in One Kenya Alliance and they go all the way to the ballot, then you should understand that that might be the wish of President Uhuru Kenyatta and the ODM leader Raila Odinga. If One Kenya Alliance will go ahead and work with Raila, then again it means that the deal has been fulfilled. But if Gideon will leave One Kenya Alliance and the remaining team go all the way to the ballot, then it means that might have not been the wish of Raila Odinga or President Uhuru Kenyatta. And I ask a question on this platform up to today. There have been a push to make ODM party and Jubilee party go into a coalition. They have had several meetings, but why is it that up to now, these people have not reached amicable solution to either merge these parties or form that coalition up to now? Remember, we are talking about One Kenya Alliance are not formalizing their coalition, but what we are forgetting is that Jubilee and the ODM party have not yet even gone into a coalition. They have not even suggested the name that they are going to use in that coalition. At least this other side have already come out with their name. So there are several reasons here. And the biggest reason is President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are still looking into a formula, either if they can go ahead and take Jubilee and ODM party to join the One Kenya Alliance and make it a bigger coalition. They are thinking about that. And the other thing is that they are still thinking on how to work on Jubilee and the ODM party to form a coalition separate from One Kenya Alliance and let One Kenya Alliance stay the way it is and go all the way to the ballot. So, these two leaders are still in that dilemma, and they are not yet to come out with a final solution. But again, they still have enough time to make a resoundable decision going forward. Again, it is still the same thing in the One Kenya Alliance. You see, these guys, where they have reached, they should have already formalized their coalition, so that whoever will come into that coalition, maybe he can just be added later. But up to now, none of these people is ready to formalize the One Kenya Alliance. They have only preserved the name for that coalition, but up to now, they have not yet formalized. So, when you put this question to the table, it tells you that there is something these individuals are waiting to happen before they go forward on that formation. So that tells you that Mutahi Ngunyi remarks is not far-fetched. It is just within what the deep state might be working on. And when Mutahi Ngunyi come out with such statement, he want to see the reaction of the people and predict the next action that they should be taking forward. One thing that is clear is that the formation of One Kenya Alliance was as a result to checkmate one William Samoei Ruto. They decided that in as much as Raila Odinga will be playing the handshake politics, it's better they have another formation which will be checkmating on William Samoei Ruto influence, number one in Western region, then number two in Eastern region in that way. Then Gideon Moi, he will also be checkmating on William Samoei Ruto at his backyard in Rift Valley. So that Gideon Moi can manage maybe to bring like 300,000 votes, or if small, then try and dig up to 200 votes from William Samoei Ruto, the primary vote that he need to start with. So that was part of the reasons why One Kenya Alliance came into existence. And that tells you that already the deep state had a hand in that. And they had a reason why to form it in that manner. So the question is, should they let it continue, go all the way to the ballot, or think of the plan B of coming together with all this party and make a bigger coalition? So in my view, I think that President Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga and the One Kenya Alliance team are maybe having two options on the table. And their reasoning is that they have to check on William Samoei Ruto. The first option is using the intelligence report. See if William Samoei Ruto really has much influence on the ground. Just in case they are going to the ballot in 2022. How far William Samoei Ruto has the influence on the ground? If it turns out that Ruto does not have that much influence on the ground, then the possibility of having One Kenya Alliance as a team going all the way to the ballot might be there. Then Raila Odinga with the other guys from the Jubilee side also forming a coalition and going all the way to the ballot with the target that either Raila Odinga become first in that election or One Kenya Alliance comes first. So the target should be William Samoei Ruto should either come third or second, but not first, because if he comes first, he's going to create perception that he already has defeated these two guys, in as much maybe they will need to go into a rerun. So if Raila appear first or One Kenya Alliance appear first, the next step will be when they get to a rerun, come together, then form the next government, leaving William Samoei Ruto in the opposition side, whether he like or not. And the next solution is that if the intelligence report in the near future shows that William Samoei Ruto is that much strong on the ground and the influence is huge, then what these leaders will do is to come together and form one strong, super formidable coalition that will enable them to throw William Samoei Ruto into the opposition. So that coalition might be just bring Jubilee Party and the ODM Party in the One Kenya Alliance and form that coalition that way. After all, this is the brainchild of the State House. That's what many people believe. So it is going to be very easy, just the way Mudavadi came with the NASA coalition. So Raila Odinga had to break the CORD coalition, then bring his team and Mudavadi together on the table, and they took NASA. And NASA was a movement to watch, and it gave President Uhuru Kenyatta a lot of problem in 2017. So it's just easy, Jubilee, for the ODM, join One Kenya Alliance, make it large, then give Raila Odinga a chance to serve for 5 years in that coalition, the same way Professor Mutahi Ngunyi is putting it out. Then after that, Raila Odinga will then endorse this team to take over leadership from him. So that is the two-way President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga and this other team are looking into that coin. And that is a formula that might work very well for this team. So the handshake side and the One Kenya Alliance side have only two agendas going into this next election. Number one is to take over power. They want to make sure that that team is forming the next government. And number two is to make sure that they are sending William Samoei Ruto to the opposition side. So that is the main goal these people have. But it end up with suggestion that again they would want maybe Raila Odinga to at least serve for 5 years term in office, just as a statesman. Then after that, prepare a way on how to let these people have a continuation of serving that government, saying that what Raila Odinga will have started will be accomplished in the next government within that coalition. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you. But again, I want to listen to you in the comment section. What is your view according to Professor Mutahi Ngunyi tweet? Again, do you see any possibility of One Kenya Alliance working with the handshake side? Because definitely if you see even the kind of rallies they are having, where they are going for consultation, they go to State House. Again, the kind of vehicles these people are using, you look at those numbers, it tells you that definitely their campaign is well oiled by President Uhuru Kenyatta from State House. So many things you can relate these people together. And that makes me to think like that. But again, you also have a chance to drop your comment. You don't need necessarily to agree with me. You can disagree, but constructively. In that way, we will be making this conversation more sweet going forward. See you in our next video.